What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages? Is Black Mercury here, bringing you another Magic Tips and Tricks video. In this video, we're talking about Flickering Thragtusk deck, and this is the thing I have been experimenting with. I haven't actually played it because I haven't actually built it, but I am in the process of building this deck, unlike the Goblin deck I built previously, which I am doing pretty well in FNMs and stuff like that. But this deck, I believe, should work really well, and it's going to be a green-white deck with a lot of big creatures, and revolves me around Thragtusk. Now, if you read Thragtusk's ability, it says when Thragtusk enters the battlefield, you gain 5 life. When it leaves the battlefield, put a 3/3 beast token on the battlefield. So you think, if I run 4 of these, I gain 5 life. It's 20. Because a lot of people, when they want something to be put into play, you run 4 of them, which I suggest you run 4 Thragtusk. And for 5 mana cost, you're thinking, 5/3 for 5, it's not very good, but its abilities are amazing. You gain 5 life, and when it dies, you get a 3/3 beast token. But what if you can get that and keep it alive? This is the point of this deck, to make Thragtusk flicker with Cloud Shift. So Cloud Shift is an actually really neat card. It flickers it, put target creature, exile target creature, and return to the battlefield. So you summon Thragtusk, tap your 5 mana, and enters the battlefield, and you gain 5 life. You flicker it with Cloud Shift, and so it leaves the battlefield to exile. So you put a 3/3 beast token on the battlefield, and then it comes back, and you gain 5 more life. And if you run 4 Cloud Shifts, and you just keep flickering it, there you go. You get 20 life and 4 3/3 beast tokens on the battlefield. Now, I would be happier if the 3/3 beast tokens had trample, because think about it, they should have trample, and this card would be a lot better if it had trample. That's just me being nitpicky. There are a lot of other stuff you can do with this. Right now, for me, let me get out some of the cards I have on this deck, because it really is a fun deck. Instead of Cloud Shift, you can also run Conjurer's Closet, and Conjurer's Closet, as a lot of people know, does the exact same thing as Cloud Shift, but every turn, and it's an artifact. And I think it's really interesting that they thought about this, because people, I don't see people running that many green-white decks. Is mainly in the last format. It was green-red with the werewolves and Master of the Fells, stuff like that. But I think green-white can be a real threat in this. If you run it, you have Yeva on this format. You have a lot of elves, and Yeva, if you don't know, it's called Yeva Natural Herald, and it's a flash, so you can summon anytime you would summon an instant. And you may cast green cards from your hand as though they had flash. So all your green cards you have in flash, you can make it amazing. And it is an elf, and they made a lot of good elf cards. So yes, rampant growth is going out, but you can be able to get Thragtusk maybe on turn 3 or 4, or you can get Wolfhail Silverheart on turn 3 or 4 with Elvish Archdruid. So I know I'm going away from the flickering real quick, but I'm just giving you guys some suggestions, because Thragtusk is mainly the point of this deck. And like I said earlier in the video, I haven't built this deck, but this is just a great concept to do. And I've been talking to some people at FNMs, and this is how I got this idea. So you can use Arbor Elf, which is a 1/1 for 1, and if you tap it, it untaps target forest. Then you have you have Abyss and Pilgrim, which is a great 1-drop if you are going to run a green-white deck, a lot of ramp deck. So like I said, rampant growth is going out and a lot of this ramp stuff, but you still have Farseek, and you still have Elvish Archdruid to keep untapping. You have Arbor Elf to keep untapping, and you have Elvish Archdruid, which is other elf creatures you control and get +1/+1. So that means Yeva would be a 5/5. Arbor Elf would be a 2/2. And so on. And Elvish Archdruid, tap, add a forest to your mana pool for each elf you control. So you can easily get out a lot of good stuff. You can get out multiple Thragtusk or multiple Yevas. you can get Wolfear Avenger, and Wolfear Avenger combined with Yeva, you have two 8/8 creatures on the battlefield. I mean, it's ridiculous. Or you can do Wolfear Silverheart with the new amazing green spider called Silklash Spider, which is 2/7 for 5. But if you have an Elvish Archdruid, you keep tapping those elves. You keep tapping for mana, and then you tap your Elvish Archdruid or your Arbor Elf, and you keep on tapping that mana. So you can play Titanic Growth, which is a great 2-drop, you know, +4/+4 for your creatures. You have Rancor, which is probably the biggest threat, more than Thragtusk, more than Flickering Thragtusk. Rancor is a +2/+0 card. You know, it's amazing for a 1-drop card. I'm really surprised that they had Rancor in this. So Rancor is to 1-drop enchant creature. Enchant creature gets +2/+0 and has trample. And when the Rancor is put into the graveyard, put it back into your hand. So if you're on 4 Rancors, I feel sorry for the guy. You put Rancor on Wolfear Silverheart, and it's a 10/8 creature with trample. Get the fuck out of the way. It is coming at you, man. It's coming at you fast. And so these green decks can be really, really good. And with Yeva's flash ability, everything having flash, you can flash. Even though Ambush Viper already has flash, you can, you know, flash Deadly Recluse, flash Ambush Viper, to all have Death Touch, and you can kill creatures really easily. Make way for your Rancor trample creatures and your 3/3 beast tokens that you get from Flickering Thragtusk. And so guys, I hope this video helps you out, because I think this is a great green-white concept. I don't really know what else to run on the white side besides Cloud Shift right now, but if you guys have any suggestions or any comments about this, please leave a comment below. And until next time guys, have a great day, great night, wherever you are, and as always, peace.